Ever wondered what went into making one of the most groundbreaking films of the 2000s? Stick around for 20 surprising facts about Brokeback Mountain that might change the way you see it.
No idea how bad it gets.
If you can't fix it, you got a standard.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Number 1. A short story sparked it all. Brokeback Mountain began as a short story by author Annie Proulx, first appearing in The New Yorker. At around 10,000 words, it captured a forbidden romance between two ranch hands in 1960s Wyoming. The emotional intensity of Proux's narrative intrigued filmmakers, leading to a movie adaptation that stayed faithful to much of the original text. Number 2. A long road to production. Despite interest in the material, it took about 7 years for the film to go into production. Studios were wary of funding a romance involving two male leads, fearing limited commercial appeal. Producers James Schamus and Diana Ossana eventually secured a modest budget and convinced Focus Features to bring this story to the big screen. Number 3. A Canadian setting for a Wyoming tale. Although the film is set in the rugged landscapes of Wyoming, most of the outdoor scenes were actually filmed in Alberta, Canada. Director Ang Lee selected areas like the Canadian Rockies for their lush, untouched scenery. These breathtaking backdrops captured the characters' isolation and enhanced the film's themes of longing and secrecy. Number 4. Modest budget, huge return. With a production budget of roughly $14 million, Brokeback Mountain was considered a smaller-scale project. However, it went on to earn more than $178 million globally. The movie's financial success showed there was a substantial audience for well-crafted stories that explored love and identity, no matter the taboo subject matter. Number 5. Major Oscar attention. Critics almost immediately recognized Brokeback Mountain as a strong contender during awards season. It received 8 Oscar nominations in 2006, including Best Picture. Though it didn't win that top prize, it did earn 3 Academy Awards: Best Director for Ang Lee, Best Adapted Screenplay for Larry McMurtry and Diana Ossana, and Best Original Score for Gustavo Santaolalla. Number 6. The controversial Best Picture loss. The film's loss to Crash at the 2006 Oscars remains a major topic among movie enthusiasts. Many believed Brokeback Mountain was the clear frontrunner and criticized the result as a snub. Critics and fans argued that its impact on filmmaking and culture should have secured it the top honor, fueling debates that continue to this day. Number 7. The famous line. I wish I knew how to quit you.
I wish I knew how to quit.
Uttered by Jack Twist, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, became a pop culture phenomenon. The line spoke directly to the film's core tension, an all-consuming love that both characters can't fully express in their conservative social environment. It's since been quoted and parodied in countless shows, discussions, and reviews. Number 8. Actors weren't the first choices. Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal ultimately defined Ennis Del Mar and Jack Twist. However, other well-known actors were initially considered for these roles. Their chemistry proved pivotal to the movie's success, and many believe Ledger and Gyllenhaal's nuanced performances made the story feel utterly genuine, capturing the film's delicate emotional balance. Number 9. Cowboy training and preparation. To appear convincing as rugged ranch hands, Ledger and Gyllenhaal immersed themselves in cowboy life. They spent time learning to rope, ride horses, and even herd sheep. This hands-on approach added credibility, showing through in the movie's authentic feel and the actors' ease in wilderness scenes, a crucial factor in drawing viewers into their world. Number 10. Ang Lee's subtle directing style. Director Ang Lee insisted on a realistic approach, using mostly natural light to highlight the bleak yet beautiful landscapes. He encouraged long, reflective pauses and close-up shots to capture fleeting emotions. This understated technique gave the story's quieter moments a powerful resonance, making the film memorable for its unspoken tension and emotional nuance. If you're enjoying this deep dive, consider clicking the join button below. By becoming a member, you'll get exclusive early video releases, connect with fellow film enthusiasts, and discover more hidden gems in LGBTQ+ cinema. Your support truly matters. It helps us continue bringing you insightful content just like this. Number 11. Annie Proulx's mixed feelings. Author Annie Proulx praised the film for its faithfulness to her short story, but later admitted she felt overwhelmed by fan reactions and countless alternative endings people pitched to her. Despite the occasional frustration, Prue acknowledged that Ledger and Gyllenhaal brought her characters to life with remarkable sensitivity and respect. Number 12. Heath Ledger's understated performance. Critics often highlight Heath Ledger's portrayal of Ennis Del Mar as a career milestone. His character's restrained body language, clenched jaw, and quiet longing made Ennis one of the decade's most compelling figures. Ledger's ability to convey deep emotion behind guarded actions helped the audience empathize with a man caught between love and social norms. Number 13. Anne Hathaway's shift from comedy. Before Brokeback Mountain, Anne Hathaway was better known for light-hearted roles. Here, she plays Lorene Newsom, an ambitious rodeo queen. She adopted a more serious demeanor and trained to use a convincing accent, proving she could handle weighty drama. Many consider this film a stepping stone that showcased her range far beyond family-friendly comedies. Number 14. Michelle Williams' total immersion. Michelle Williams portrayed Alma, Ennis Del Mar's quietly suffering wife. Williams chose to live near the filming locations for a time, observing how rural families interacted. This immersion helped her capture Alma's sense of betrayal and heartbreak. Critics praised the vulnerability in her performance, which added depth to the overall portrayal of relationships in the film. Number 15. Larry McMurtry's contribution. Renowned writer Larry McMurtry, known for Lonesome Dove and other Western tales, co-wrote the screenplay with Diana Ossana. His familiarity with cowboy culture lent authenticity to the film's dialogue and setting. This collaboration ensured the final script balanced poetic resonance with harsh realism, honoring Annie Prue's original tone while offering cinematic accessibility. Number 16. Randy Quaid's legal dispute. Randy Quaid, who appeared in Brokeback Mountain as a ranch foreman, filed a lawsuit claiming he had been misled about the film's budget and scope. He argued that he was led to believe the project was a low-profile art film, not a commercial blockbuster. The matter was settled out of court, though it briefly cast a shadow over the movie. Number 17. Filming in rough conditions. The cast and crew braved cold temperatures, unpredictable storms, and high altitudes in Alberta to capture the film's authentic feel. Ang Lee wanted minimal set interference with the natural landscape. This sometimes meant dealing with treacherous weather, but the end result gave viewers a true sense of the elements that shaped the character's lonely existence. Number 18. A milestone for LGBTQ+ cinema. Brokeback Mountain challenged mainstream audiences by presenting a love story between two men as a heartfelt, universal romance. It inspired conversation about LGBTQ+ themes in film, proving that such narratives could both resonate with viewers and achieve box office success. The film is frequently cited as a turning point in broadening representation on the silver screen. Number 19. Censorship and controversy. Not all theaters were receptive to the film's content. Several locations chose not to screen it, citing controversial subject matter. This stance only fueled more media coverage, ultimately raising public curiosity. The backlash underscored how society grappled with the portrayal of gay relationships, but also reinforced the idea that art can challenge cultural taboos. Number 20. A legacy that endures. The film continues to appear on lists celebrating the best and most influential movies of the early 21st century. Its legacy lives on in discussions of love, loss, and identity. Whether fans revisit it for the heart-wrenching performances or to understand its significance in cinematic history, Brokeback Mountain remains a landmark achievement in modern filmmaking. Which fact caught you off guard the most? Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more insightful takes on the movies you love, and see you next time.